Welcome back for another video. Today what we're going to talk about is AnimeDefenders officially making the return to Roblox. Now, AnimeDefenders is a beloved game. I dare say that it is the Sukuna or the godfather of anime tower defense games on Roblox. Now, I know anime all-star tower defense exists, but I think most people really do look at AnimeDefenders as the godfather, the one that started everything. And after it died, it literally sprung up a new generation of games on Roblox, that being the anime tower defense games. And it's actually crazy. It kind of reminds me of Roger when he died, you know, saying the One Piece, and also about Whitebeard when he said the One Piece is real, and basically igniting the pirate era. And I think the same thing happened to AnimeDefenders, which is kind of crazy. And that just goes to show that AnimeDefenders was once the pirate king, or the tower king, right? And it is officially going to be making a comeback, right? And a lot of people say that the original can never be beat, and we are going to talk about this in today's video because I kind of want to talk about AnimeDefenders, whether or not it's going to be beat, whether or not it's going to be the biggest game on Roblox. So let's actually start with the first thing. Is it going to be beat? Now, in my opinion, in terms of just pure gameplay alone, and if you're not going to be biased, Anime Vanguards and even Anime Reborn has better gameplay mechanics than AnimeDefenders. I dare say that even Anime Last Stand has some mechanics that are better than AnimeDefenders. The skill tree, a lot of other games right now, they are better than AnimeDefenders in just a pure gameplay perspective because they had time to basically copy and paste AnimeDefenders and improve on AnimeDefenders. So if AnimeDefenders is going to be releasing as the same game and not improve on anything, then all these other tower defense games out there are going to be better than AnimeDefenders already because they had time to work and fix basically every single thing that AnimeDefenders had, and they just copied pretty much what AnimeDefenders already started. So if AnimeDefenders is going to be releasing without a lot of these new features, or if they're not going to be improving on their game, then I think Anime Vanguards or even Anime Reborn are probably going to be better than it in terms of gameplay. Now, is it going to be bigger than those games? Now, the answer to that is going to be a little bit more complicated, right? A lot of people are probably going to be saying that it's going to be the biggest tower defense game when it comes back, but I want you guys to remember that tower defense games are bigger now than they were in AnimeDefenders, right? Tower defense games got much bigger after AnimeDefenders got removed, and I don't know why that's the case, but that's just the case, okay? Tower defense games got so much bigger after AnimeDefenders was removed. So Anime Vanguard is averaging like 300,000 on release, and the tower defense game now is a much bigger area than before, right? And a lot of that is thanks to AnimeDefenders. A lot of that is also thanks to all these other games that released, like Anime Vanguards, AnimeDefenders, right? But I think since AnimeDefenders is the one that started it all, AnimeDefenders is going to be, after it comes back, the biggest tower defense game on Roblox, almost without a doubt, right? I think it's going to be beating the numbers of Anime Vanguards, numbers of AnimeDefenders, numbers of Anime Reborn. It will probably get to like 300, 200,000 players after it comes back. And this is because if you even just watch their trailer or their release announcement or their comeback announcement got 600,000, or is it higher than that? I think it's 628,000 views in 4 days. That's absolutely insane. 628,000 views in 4 days. So when they finally come back, or when they finally release, I think it's going to be a crazy big number for the game. Probably and most definitely almost bigger than every other tower defense games out there. Now, is it going to be killing all these other tower defense games like Anime Vanguards and Anime Reborn? I think not. Again, like I said in the beginning, if AnimeDefenders is going to be releasing the same game that we knew and not improve or add anything new, then I think Anime Vanguards and Anime Reborn will have its own player base, simply because Anime Vanguards and Anime Reborn right now, again, is in my opinion better gameplay-wise because they have a lot of gameplay mechanics that they improved on. Again, they copied everything that AnimeDefenders had and added stuff to it. So how, you know, will AnimeDefenders be better gameplay-wise? Also, again, I just want to reiterate this. Anime Vanguards and Anime Reborn, all these other tower defense games, improved on a lot of things that AnimeDefenders didn't have, right? So they will probably have their own, in my opinion, separate fan base, and AnimeDefenders will have its separate fan base as well. I also have to mention that since AnimeDefenders is not as big as any of the tower defense games right now that has released, it's not as big, it's not as big as the Anime Vanguards, and was also not as big as AnimeDefenders at its peak. AnimeDefenders at its peak was gaining like 80,000, 100,000 max, I believe. And most of the games right now, most of the tower defense games that are released, the main tower defense games that are released right now, are getting somewhere around that as well. So a lot of the tower defense games right now have a big player count. So a lot of those will probably be coming back to AnimeDefenders. And what I'm trying to say here is AnimeDefenders at its time was not really as big as it is right now. AnimeDefenders got bigger after it got deleted, which is weird, but that's the case. It got much bigger thanks to the memes, thanks to the news of it getting deleted, thanks to the copyright. Oh, AnimeDefenders got taken down, this game blah 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 can get taken down as well. It got more famous after it got taken down, ironically actually. And I think since AnimeDefenders has already been released for 2 years, once it finally releases, and you know, there's so many people out there already that have the best units, I think a lot of these newcomers will feel like it's not fair for them anymore. So if there's going to be no data reset, a lot of these new players probably won't even bother, since they're so left out because of how long AnimeDefenders has been out already. So unless AnimeDefenders, in my opinion, is going to do a data reset, a lot of the players that are already invested in Anime Vanguards and in Anime Reborn will probably just stick to those games. But in my opinion, AnimeDefenders is an amazing game. And again, they don't really need to do a data reset, because there will be people that will try out their game still. But there is a chance that they will. Because again, the anime tower defense game scene right now is way bigger than it was back then. So if they do a data reset, not only will they gain more money, but this might actually attract more newer players. Because again, if they're not going to be doing a data reset, most new players, which is a lot of the new players coming into this game when it finally releases or comes back, will be new. And a lot of those players will feel left out because they're literally 2 years behind. And if you don't believe me, that's just the case. AnimeDefenders just wasn't pulling the same numbers that Anime Vanguards does right now. I mean, when it was still released. When AnimeDefenders was still released, it wasn't near as big as Anime Vanguards is right now. That's just facts, right? That's just clearly facts. If you check the update numbers, Anime Vanguards at its peak, and even right now, pulls much bigger numbers than AnimeDefenders. So a lot of newer players are introduced thanks to these newer games. And once AnimeDefenders comes out, and you know, they see that they're 2 years left out, or 2 years behind basically all these other players, how will they feel, right? How will those people feel? And if they're already invested in Anime Vanguards, why will they invest in AnimeDefenders where they're already at a disadvantage, or where they're already left behind? So not only will a data reset appeal to those players, but a data reset will also make these developers more money, which is why I think a data reset is very possible. But again, they don't really need to. They will make money. People will play the game regardless of what they do. Even if they don't add anything, people will play the game because of nostalgia and a bunch of other stuff. Now, without more yapping, I just wanted to say right here that I think when AnimeDefenders finally releases, it's going to be the biggest tower defense game. It's probably going to do a data reset, and it's also maybe going to improve on some other gameplay mechanics. And I believe that a lot of people are going to play it because of nostalgia and because of curiosity. And I think it's going to be a pretty good day for all of us tower defense game fans, because we're going to be eating good. We're going to have a lot of tower defense games, you know, to play, and I think that's going to be pretty good. Now, what do you guys think about AnimeDefenders finally coming back? Are you going to try it when it's released, or are you going to stick to Anime Vanguards or Anime Reborn or AnimeDefenders? I just want to know what you guys think. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace out.